Hey everyone, back at Farmer Pat here. Well, as you guys know, I am a new chick mom. My chicks are between 1 week and 2 week old. I've only had them for a few days, but already I'm dealing with new chick issues. So there's a condition called what do you call it? Poop butt, or pasty butt, where the poop actually gets stuck on the butt and it cannot come out. So one thing you have to know with baby chicks is that they have one hole. The pee, the poop, and the eggs all come out of the same hole. And if the poop can't come out, if the poop gets stuck, as in pasty butt, the chicks can literally die. They have to be able to poop. And I noticed last night that the poop had a little brown spot, and at first I didn't know what it was. Then when I researched it today, I saw that it's called poopy butt, right? So now the way to clean it is that you have to get some very warm water. First, you have to realize that chicks actually carry salmonella, so you have to be very careful with how you handle it. So I have this glove that I use strictly for the chicks. I never ever use a glove for anything else. I wash my hands before and after. So here you can see the poop is very infested. The hole that the poop, the pee, the eggs come out is called the chick's vent. This is a very hard crust right now. You don't want to pull it. Baby chicks are very easy to die. You don't want to pull it because that could tear off the skin and cause inflammation on the butt. You don't want to. So I'm using a very wet cloth, and I won't use this rag for anything else but the chicks. I'm using a very wet cloth, and I'm basically wetting the area. Chicks really have to be kept very warm, so you don't want to use cold water. I'm using warm water, but not. Oh, I can see the vent beginning to open up. You can see that vent beginning to open up. See that little hole? But I'm being very gentle. I don't want to rip it. I'm literally just softening the area to allow the butt to come off. Now, if somebody told me that I would be cleaning a chick's behind, I would never believe them. But you know, when we take on baby chicks, I could have bought fully grown chickens, but I chose to raise these chicks that are a week old. As a new chick mom, you have to recognize all these things. If you drop a chick, you can kill it. If you break a leg, it could die. If you rip the hair off the butt, it could kill it. So literally, it's loosening up. I'm taking my time. I'm trying my best not to hurt her, but she definitely doesn't like this. Taking my time, dipping it in warm water, and gently rubbing it, trying to get rid of this poop. I've already introduced the dogs to the chicks. How I did that was, how I did it was, I lifted up the chick, let him sniff the chick, and then I told him, leave it, and gave him a treat. This is pretty badly impacted. You can see that opening, so the vent is open, so that's good. So the chicken can poop. The chicken is actually shivering right now. Chickens like to be kept at 95 degrees for the first 2 weeks, then 90 degrees, then 85, then 80 degrees. You decrease by 5 degrees each week. Yes, so I think the vent is kind of clear, but the poop is still stuck. Oh, she's not liking this. She's not liking this at all. Another thing is, after I'm finished cleaning her, I'm gonna have to get another clean rag and make sure she's completely dry, because chickens can get cold very easily and die. Oh, she's not liking this. Yes, she's not liking this at all. Trying to be gentle. I'm gonna give her a break. I'm gonna give her a little break, and then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna warm the water up again, because just this few minutes the water is like about room temperature now. I want it to be a little bit warmer. Then I'm gonna let her rest a little bit. She's picking at her butt. Oh my gosh, she's trying to get it off. I'm gonna off. I'm gonna go ahead and warm some more water and bring it back. So I continued cleaning her. That's her right there. And I got her pretty much clean. I got her vent area, that's a hole where the poop, the pee, and the eggs come out of. I got that cleared, which is most important. Of course, it's like constipation. If your baby's constipated, you gotta get it out. You know, the chicks can literally die if that area isn't cleared, because that means they can't poop, and that can actually kill them. So she's nice and happy. Once you've done that cleaning, I put her right back under the brooder so she could warm up. And as you can see, she's happy. You have to watch them for like a half an hour or after, make sure that they start their normal activities. And she's definitely back to normal. She was under the brooder for a few minutes to warm up, because what I noticed when I was washing her is that she got really cold. She started shivering. So I gave her a break for probably an hour. I put her in the brooder, and then when I came back to pick her up, I cleaned her up, and then here she is now. So from what I understand, this is the most common issue with chicks this young. I checked the other 5 chicks, and they're all fine. She's the only one that had it. It can be caused by stress due to a move, and of course, they're only a couple days, well, like a week old, and they just moved to this home a few days ago. So they're back to normal. Real quick, I wanted to show you, I made a change to my chick food, my grower mix, my starter mix. So the one I had before was unmedicated, and it said 24%, but it was actually for game birds or ducks. And since these are tiny chicks, they really require between 18 and 20% protein. So this one is 18% protein, and this one is medicated. So I was kind of torn between the medicated and unmedicated, but this medication actually prevents an extremely common chick disease called coccidiosis. Oops, here we go. Called coccidiosis, right? And it's a problem with their intestines that if they do get this, they're unable to, their body's unable to absorb nutrients. So I definitely do not want that. So I got the medicated feed, and also I added hydrogen, which is a combination between probiotics, electrolytes, and acidifiers. And just like for us, our bodies need probiotics and electrolytes, and same for them. They need this to support their system. I actually spoke to a lady at Tractor Supply Company, and she raises a whole bunch of chickens, and she said this is really a good one for them to have in their water. So it's like a little powder. It's like 1 scoop per gallon, and because I have a very small container, I gave them maybe like a teaspoon in their container of water. Another thing the lady mentioned is that she said when her chicks get the poopy butt, what she does is, she says she holds them gently, and she puts the butt to a pipe, and she washes it. She just has a constant stream of water and gently uses her finger to clean it until it's all gone. She said sometimes the racks can be a little irritating to it. So if any of my chicks get that butt again, that's poopy butt, I will go ahead and try the pipe. I would not use my kitchen faucet, of course. I would not use a hose, and I would not use my bathroom faucet. However, I do have a utility sink in my garage that I only use to like wash my boots or clean dirty stuff from outside. So I will wash, if this happens again, I'll wash in that sink. But it's also the sink that I use to wash their watering pan. I actually rinse this out like every day, because sometimes they get the shavings in there, sometimes they put their butt up there and poop in it. So I want to make sure the water is fresh. So there they are. I also bought this thermometer because, as I mentioned before, chickens need to be kept at between 95 degrees between 1 and 2 weeks, then 90, then 85, then 80, depends on how old they are. So what I do is I just stick it under the brooder. That's the brooder. That's where they go to keep warm. and just to make sure it's not too hot. If it's too hot, they usually come out and they'll kind of crouch in the corner. Right now, it seems that it's just right. They've been going in and out, so I think they're pretty comfortable there. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna be letting you know all the good and bad as I raise my chicks. And you know, as always, this is new for me, so I welcome tips. I'm absolutely enjoying them, but they are our work. It's not all play. I want to have the happiest, healthiest chickens possible, and that of course will mean the most delicious eggs that I'll be getting soon. Till next time, guys. Bye now.